minute. Who are you?
Der Podcast-Biester!
No, I have not seen that.
There's like a billboard saying all animals want to live. Where do you draw the line? Pet, food, and then you basically draw the line.
Yeah, I would draw a line before a horse for sure. I wouldn't eat a horse. I don't think I would eat a bunny either. I've never eaten a bunny.
You've never eaten like rabbit or
no. You see, I'm such a noble person. No, all of these are food. Yes. So the what's that? Chicken, pig.
Have you eaten duck?
Yes, but only in Denmark. Before that, no. So it's I've been forced. Okay, so it's just
You've been forced to eat a duck.
I've been not forced, but it was an expensive company paid Christmas dinner, and I wanted to get my money's worth, which is, I haven't paid, but whatever.
Okay.
But so cow, what is it? Is this like a fuzzy cow? What's that?
What, this one?
Yeah.
I have no idea what the difference is.
Fuzzy cow and cow. I would eat a normal cow, right?
Okay,
a chicken
so
and a little piggy.
Sure, you would eat those. Okay.
Don't get me wrong.
I'm sorry, but okay. Thank you for tuning in. No, wait.
No, you wait. I will have you know that every summer I would go to my to the farm in Bosnia, way up in the mountains, and I would milk the cows. I would feed the pigs. I would go check on the chickens every day. Like, I am one with nature, but I will still
not eat a horse.
Not eat a horse, but do eat a piggy.
Okay.
But I respect them. I want them to have a good life, but before they're like, But I just want to say that
okay.
I'm not
No. Okay. Yes. No, it's fine. It's fine.
I'm all about I think if I didn't have to live in this modern city world, I think the ideal thing for everyone would just be to be self-sustainable and have their own little.
I agree with that.
Yes.
What would it be the first thing that you would want to have
on my little farm?
No, but by yourself. For me, it would be energy. I think my first aim would be for me to have
your own energy.
My own energy, and then everything else.
No, I don't. I think for me it would be a cow. And some piggies and chickens.
So food.
Friends, yeah.
No, food.
Yeah, I think I would start with that. Okay. But I just... Yeah, I don't know how realistic it is to be completely self-sustainable, energy-wise.
Energy-wise?
Yes, because...
Depends on the country.
But nowhere is sunny all the time, nowhere is windy all the time.
But this is why you can do both?
Yeah, but there is I think that's one of the big problems with why that's not implemented as a large infrastructure is because you cannot just rely on that. There has to be some kind of backup option. At some point.
It's fine. For me, it's fine if you can have 90% of your own and then maybe 10% you get it from whatever. Yeah, that's still okay, I think. It's just that it's such a new thing right now that it's kind of expensive for you to install, for example, solar panels and stuff.
Yeah, and here they wouldn't work.
Not here. But wind here.
Yeah, I'm not an expert on how much wind do you need to generate to power a household.
The thing is that I think that when you have the wind turbines and stuff, the problem is that they sometimes shut down even when there's wind because they cannot store the energy. That's the problem. Whatever they produce, they have to immediately give away.
Yeah, it has to be used right away. There's no storing it. But yeah, that's the problem. That's not what you need. But that's also not what you need in your life. You don't need to only have electricity when it's windy. You want electricity all the time.
Yes. No, that I agree with you.
That's. I think it's just a bit trickier than buying a cow or a pig.
That is true. The whole point. Hello. Let's say hello.
Ella. That's not in Greek, right? Yeah. I don't know. I've been listening to this song.
I don't think it is. But I I like this song.
What is Ella in Greek?
Come on.
Oh, so it's not hello.
No.
Okay.
But we
Then
do
hello.
but we do use it when we pick up the phone. Which I still don't know
there you go.
why we do
Ella.
it, but yes.
Ella, Ella. Da-da.
We have I think it has been a month.
Oopsie.
But it's fine because you were sick.
Yes, I was terribly, terribly ill.
I was not here. I was thinking. I think between you and me, we've covered like a huge part of Europe in terms of where we've been, like visited and stuff.
Okay.
I know neither of us have been to
Let's-
Spain.
Yeah, let's
And-
first just like recapitulate. So let's try to see how many of them we got, right?
I think because
I'm not sure that that's true.
I think the only thing that we haven't done, if we, combine Spain and the Baltics.
I think you're terribly, terribly
Okay,
wrong.
go on.
So let's go. I will say mine, and then you say yours, right?
Okay.
For Europe, and I don't count like passing through Macedonia on my way to Greece. I don't count that because
Okay.
that's not fair.
Okay.
I've only stopped for supplies,
Okay.
so I will not count that. But
Okay.
Okay, so I will start with our neighbors. So Romania,
Okay.
Hungary, Croatia, Bosnia, Montenegro. Is Croatia even fair?
It is. Come on.
I was just in one city for like half a day. No,
We
no,
count
I
it.
was I was in 2 cities for half a day. Yeah. Okay, we'll count it. Then Italy, Switzerland, Austria, Germany. Fuck, that is a lot. France, Sweden. We've been to Sweden.
Denmark.
Denmark.
You've been to Portugal. You've been to Greece.
Portugal, yes, Greece.
You've been to
I've been
the
to UK. Yeah. Okay. Wow.
I
Look
will
at me.
add to those. I've been to Poland.
I've also been to Poland.
See, the Netherlands.
I haven't been.
What else? Iceland. Do we count that as Europe? Sure, we can count it
In spirit.
in spirit.
They are in Eurovision, right? But then so is Israel.
So is Australia. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's true.
You didn't count Serbia. I will.
Yeah, but
I've also been
cannot
to Albania.
count-
Have you been?
No. I cannot count where I'm from.
Okay, fine.
That's unfair.
Okay.
You cannot do that.
Okay, I'm not doing it. I think am I missing something? So we haven't been to Spain.
Or Bulgaria.
I haven't been, which is insane.
Do we count Turkey? We haven't been to Turkey.
No.
Belgium, we haven't been to Belgium, Ireland. And we haven't been to those tiny ones, Luxembourg, San Marino.
Yeah, who cares?
Have you been to Vatican?
Yes.
Okay, there you go.
Yes, I've been. And
I've been very interested in San Marino. I don't know why.
Why?
I mean, at first, so I was actually sound asleep one. Then I just couldn't sleep at some point, and I was like, "What the fuck is up with San Marino?" It's like we sort of it's there, but we never talk about it.
I think my interest only gets picked when Eurovision is on, and then suddenly there is San Marino, and I'm like, what the fuck is this country?
Yeah, but you see what I mean? We sort of accept that it's there. You sort of learn it in
Yeah.
school. It exists. But then I was like, what's up with San Marino?
Yeah.
Like, how do people live there?
Yeah.
And then I actually saw they have a pretty high, like, salary standard. Like,
But
kinda
like what
here.
the population is what? Like
Yeah, the...
500,000?
No. Can you Google it? I think I think it's below 100,000 people.
Oh.
Like, it's like a town.
Should we move?
I was thinking about I was like, it's basically like...
Oh my god, 30?
Yes.
Not even 34,000.
Yeah, that's the only, like... That means that, like, the chances of running into your relative...
Bro, that is
and,
insane.
you know, having inbred children are very high. Unless you come from outside.
That is crazy.
That is crazy.
Should we move to San Marino?
Maybe. I was thinking about Valencia a lot lately. Because of what that woman said, that Valencia is like Copenhagen, but warmer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Should we move to Spain then?
But so we're missing Spain, Malta. I haven't been to Malta.
Yeah, I haven't been. Cyprus, but who cares again? The same, like, you've been to Greece, you've been to Cyprus, the same.
Oh! Damn! What she said. Next thing you'll say, it's like, oh, it's this Turkey. It's the same thing. If you've been to Greece, you've been to Turkey. Yeah, I don't know if we're counting Turkey in. Is it like it's half?
Half. So neither of us. And then the Baltics and Norway.
Yes, I haven't been to the Baltics.
Norway and Finland.
Norway and Finland, yeah. I'm not terribly attracted to Finland, I have to say. We haven't been to Russia or Ukraine or Belarus.
That is true.
Belarus, how's that?
Yeah.
Belarus. What else is there? Moldova. We haven't been to Moldova. Miss Moldova, but that's cheap. We can go anytime.
Or Slovenia, Slovakia.
I have been to Slovenia.
Ah, there you go.
And I've been to Slovakia.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah, but again, it's like one day, one city for
But
Slovakia.
I think you're better than me because you've been outside of Europe. You've been to India
I've been to India and Kuwait.
I
have, yeah, but I would definitely go back to Kuwait, but
Okay.
I would not.
Yeah, go back to India.
No, not in the next 5 to 10 years, maybe. Maybe
Okay.
when I need spiritual cleansing again.
But like, I wanted to ask you, like, what do you think is an overrated travel destination?
Denmark. I mean, I will say Denmark, of course. I just think, like, I don't know, it's very expensive here, and it's, like, cute and whatever, but I don't think it's worth that much money to come here. I think it's overrated. Those houses, I'm like, okay, like, it's a house that's yellow, like, it's fine.
I agree. I think that if you came to Denmark, I think you should mix it with something else.
Yeah, like, go to
do something
Sweden also,
yes.
or, like, Germany. Overrated, Zakynthos.
Oh, yeah.
I think Zakynthos only makes sense if you're 16.
And British.
Oh!
This is the only
Or
people
Serbian.
who go there. Yeah, well,
It's half and half.
half and half. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh my! I don't know about. I haven't been to Paris, but I
don't think it's overrated.
I think London is also overrated. I have loved my stay outside of London much more than I have.
I think
London.
it kind of depends on why you'd go to London.
I think the countryside UK, like especially the west part, is so much more beautiful.
No, I'm pretty sure that's true.
So for me, it was like I first went there, and then when I went to London, I was kind of disappointed. Like, it's nice, but it's not all that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Milan. I think that would be my... No, that's my first pick. Fuck everything else. Milan
I will get
is
back
so
to you in
fucking
2 weeks.
The only reason I'm going is because we have ulterior motives.
Yeah,
if it was just Milan, I would never go back.
I think I've heard, like, I think people either completely love it or completely hate it.
I'm on the second pile.
Yes.
Like, I also don't understand why. It's just that fucking church. There's nothing else in there.
Yeah.
And, like, a few buildings around it. Everything else is grey and looks like, you know...
But I think you go for the fashion, no?
What us? Who?
No, not us.
Like, okay, if you're very, very rich, but like,
Yeah,
as a
exactly.
as a normal person.
Yeah, we go to feel poorer than we are.
Yeah, as if I'm not that enough.
Yeah.
But I think that would be my top pick. Yeah, definitely. Everything else is super nice. Like, everything else sort of surprises you in a positive way. That surprised me in a negative way.
Yeah. Okay. What would you say it's an underrated?
I guess anything on in the Balkans. I think Romania is super nice. I think, like, Slovenia is also pretty cute. Like, if we can count them in. And yeah, I just feel like, I think in general, anything on our little peninsula is underrated. I don't think people appreciate. I think Adriatic Sea is underrated.
I agree with that.
I think I love the Adriatic.
I completely agree with that.
I grew up on the Adriatic. I prefer it to any other sea, no offense.
No, I agree.
I think the water is so nice and clean, and the beaches are beautiful, and I think that's something people don't know or understand.
Yes.
Or think about. Like, everyone thinks about Greece in that other part, in like the... Which one is the other one?
I don't get it. The
Aegean, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't get it.
I also don't get it,
Yes.
yeah. I also think that Adriatic is beautiful,
Yes.
so that confuses me.
Yes. We agree.
You also think the Adriatic is underrated?
Yes. I think that's better than the other side.
Yeah,
And the further up you go. And I don't understand why more people, like from Greece, why they don't go to Albania.
Albania is also beautiful. Like the sea looks amazing. Yeah,
It's like right there. It's extremely cheap.
and it's
It's
Adriatic.
so easy to go to.
Yeah.
And then you prefer to spend your money on Mykonos? Why?
I don't know, but I've like it really much depends on who I talk to. Like, I think there are so many people that disagree with us. At least I've never talked to someone that said, "Oh yeah, Adriatic is more beautiful than the others." Yeah, no, I shit you not. People are like, no, like they don't like the stone beaches. Like they want the long sand ones, and I'm like, I don't like that.
Okay.
The water is much
I think
nicer.
the water, yes, I agree with
If
that.
the beach is stones and like there's no sand. If there's sand, it'll be muddy and like
Not necessarily, but I think that it's, I don't know, it's more crisp.
yeah, I agree. But I haven't talked to that many people that prefer that.
No, I do agree with that.
So I think it's also in
To
that
hear me
way.
out.
Yeah, it's a hot take.
Hot take.
But yeah, okay, I can't believe that I've been through so much of Europe, man.
See? You don't think about it.
Oh, we forgot the best one of them all. The Czech Republic.
I haven't been.
I've been. Yeah, Prague is awesome.
I've heard this from a lot of Erasmus students.
I would also live in Prague if I, like, for a little while. It looks very livable. Like, it's not that expensive compared to, I mean, of course,
Okay, what
compared to here.
do you compare everything to Copenhagen?
Yeah.
Well, everything is cheaper than here.
True. But yeah, it's so insane when you look at you. At least I never think about it when it's sort of, like a checklist with the countries. But only now when you look back, you're like, man, I've been to places.
Yeah.
But when it's happening, you're just sort of like, man.
But it's also
Whatever.
like if you just pass through or you go for like 2 days, like you don't really view it as a trip. Also
Yeah.
because it's so easy when you're already here. I mean,
Oh,
if you
you
said that to someone from the US,
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
like for you to move from to go from Belgium to the Netherlands or Germany, it's like nothing, or Luxembourg.
Yes, yeah. I mean, it's the same, like, for us.
Or to
in
go
the
to
US. And
Also, like, it takes us
Yeah.
20 minutes to go to Sweden.
that's true. But I think here it's particularly, like, easy, right?
yeah, maybe.
It's not like it takes you
It also depends.
20 minutes from Athens to Belgrade.
No, but it takes you 20 minutes from Komotini to Bulgaria.
Is that on the border with Bulgaria?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like...
So if you live there, you can be in Bulgaria in 20 minutes. People go there, they put gas on the cars and come back because it's cheaper. Like,
yeah. My dad does that in Bosnia.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think it's one of those, like, the US mind can't comprehend moments.
Yeah, but also for us. Like, what do you mean you drove for 7 hours and you're still in the same state?
Yeah, that is insane.
What the fuck?
That is insane.
What do you mean that you have like different time zones? That is also something I
Okay,
cannot
but we-
comprehend.
But we also have different time zones.
Yeah, but not in the same country.
No, that's true.
Imagine you have a 2-hour difference in your own country.
True. I don't like. I remember also my. Do you have still that balloon?
Yes.
Like, I'm sorry. Okay, this is. I know I wanted to
why
say
wouldn't
something, but I don't know. I. Okay. Didn't you get those balloons? Ah, but that's helium. Never mind. Like, didn't you get those balloons as a kid, like, that would float and stuff? That's with helium, right?
Yes.
So what would happen to me is that I would get one, I would be very happy, I would go to sleep, it would be next to my bed, and then when I wake up,
It would
it's
be
like
down on the floor.
on the floor,
Yeah.
like, all
Yes.
drained.
Yes.
So that's why I just thought maybe the same will happen to this one, but it didn't. Do you know that today, so like, you know these things that I do when I talk, and then, today I also did that, but like one of our colleagues, she had like maternity leave, small cake and coffee thing, whatever. And I don't even remember what I said, but it was so out of the blue about something that we talked about like 30 minutes ago. And then she just put her hand on my shoulder. She was like, do you know how we discussed that thing, that it would be very interesting to see what it's like in your head for a while? This is one of those moments. And I was like, man, I feel a little bit, exposed.
Yeah, it's like, for me, it's like it takes like 3 to 5 seconds to tune into what you're saying.
Buffering.
Yeah, to like, okay, wait, what is she talking about? It's like that blank expression, trying to understand what you mean. Yeah.
But I just, with the time thing, I just want to say that my trauma was the fact that like we would have so many clocks in the house that we would forget to like turn them back or whatever time they need to be for all of them.
Yeah.
So, you would have a clock in one part of the house that would show one time, and then in another forgotten one where it's like 2 hours behind or whatever, it's some of them stop, and then that combined with the forgotten change in time, it's like always, you never know which clock to believe. So I grew up in time chaos.
That explains so much, actually.
Yeah, what I mean. But there was also like one particular one that I remember that I wasn't allowed to touch. Okay. Like, and then, if I would notice that it's not correct, I was still not allowed to like take out the batteries and like whatever to like change the time for some reason.
Was it an antique?
Yeah, kind of. Like it was a gift and an antique and then blah blah but I was just like, okay, now it'll just stay broken, I guess. And then no one but me notices.
I mean, it's fine because after 6 months the time will go back, so
Yeah, but you have to be late 6 months.
Yeah, it's fine. Over the past days, I highly appreciate the fact that you gave me your Netflix account.
Aww.
But girl, this laptop has not seen peace ever since.
Oh, have you been watching stuff on the... This is not sponsored by Netflix.
No, but like,
I just want to clarify.
So, I actually... I watched a movie yesterday. It's called The Life List. It's like a romantic thing. And the story was about like a woman, and her mother died, and then she left like a will to her kids, and like she left everything to all the kids, but to her daughter she gave a task. The task was, she found a life list that the daughter wrote down when she was 13, and the mother was like, okay, I want you to accomplish everything you've written on that list.
Fuck you, Mom.
And once you do, only then will you get my inheritance.
Fuck you, Mom.
And Roy was so pissed. I was like, what the fuck? If my mom did that, I found this list you wrote when you were 13.
What would be on your list?
I don't know. I don't even remember.
You can remember, come on. You stayed the same. You'd be like, I want to be an astronaut.
Yeah, actually, yes.
But it would be hard to be an astronaut.
Yeah, right. No inheritance for me. And of course, one of the things on the list was find true love and whatever. Like, it's, but I would be so fucking pissed. Because the mother had a company. And then she was like, all my shares will go to the daughter-in-law, not you. You get a task to fulfill the items on the list that you wrote when you were 13.
That is such a dick move. I'd be like, yo, Mom, what the fuck?
I was so pissed.
As Phoebe from Friends would say, it's stuff like this, which is why you're burning in hell.
Yes. And then you find out like some stuff.
Oh, that's rough, man.
Bro, I was...
I feel like I would... I don't even know what would be on my list that has to do with something today. I don't think anything. I think I wanted to be a fashion designer when I was 13.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I even drew stuff, and
Wow.
I was tripped out, and then I found out I can't draw. It was a very rough realization.
Out of all the things that I would have guessed, this would not be even in my top 10.
I grew up with a lot of my mom's influence, and she was like a very girly girl.
Okay.
And she watched Sex and the City, and I was always around, and I grew up with like that feeling that it's like, ooh, shoes, dresses, blah blah, magazines.
But you're really not like that.
I'm not, yes, but I mean, I'm not 13 anymore.
Were you like that at 13?
I mean, I was just surrounded by it. My
Okay.
mom is much more like, she wears high heels all the time,
Yeah.
and has like purses, like.
The
I
bar
don't-
is very low, girl.
I don't have Do you have a purse? Do you carry around like an actual purse?
No.
Don't you dare judge me.
No,
I don't even
but I'm
have.
not saying...
I don't even have boots that are not like snow boots. Like I don't have anything
Yes.
to. I mean, I have one pair in Serbia, but like that's it.
Yes.
Yeah, so it was I also liked the idea of like making stuff, like
Yes.
having that little doll thing and then sort of just throwing fabric on it, and I also remember I was very much into interior design.
Okay.
Yeah, and it like anything that had to do something with like moving stuff and like putting stuff on and off of stuff.
But did you also do that on a random day that you would, put the desk on the other side
Yes.
of the room? Yeah,
Yes,
you also
my
did that.
room was never the same. Like
Yes.
it was always redecorated, and some like very early on, I started also redecorating my mom's like space because she's very messy. I mean, quote unquote, I know where everything is,
I
but
agree
I'm
with
like, yeah, it's just like you, and I'm like, that's not. We cannot live like this, mother.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, she's only like that for like her like work station, let's call it.
Yeah.
Everything else has to be perfect. But then I was like, can I just please rearrange your desk because I cannot fucking look at it anymore. So stuff like that, and I think, yeah, I don't know how one becomes that today. So I think I would also be fucked. Like, do I just walk into some, like, I don't know, Prada, and I'm like, I'm here to create. Hire me.
I mean, I guess there are schools for that, but you have to pay for them.
Yeah, but keep in mind that I can't draw. Like,
I don't think you need to draw.
I think you have to be, like, you have to have those sketches and stuff.
I don't know.
You
how
know
it
what I
works.
mean, like
Yes,
the
I know what you mean,
initial
but like,
sketches.
I really don't know how it works.
Yeah, me neither. But that's all to say, like, that is so cruel. Like, and it's also...
Right?
And how little... I'm sorry, but how little do you have to think of your child to think that they have not developed a personality in between the age of 13 and whatever age they are?
It was because she saw that her daughter was lost, and she did that to find, to help her find herself again.
Gee, Mom, cool. Thank you.
But it's crazy.
Yeah. I feel like it's disproportionate award for the amount of effort that
It kind of depends. Like, if my list would be do a tattoo, I don't know, volunteer or something, it's okay. But like, become an astronaut, that would not be okay,
Yeah, work for NASA.
Yeah, that's not cool. It kind of depends on what your goals are, like how
Yeah.
how manageable they are.
Luckily, that kid was down to earth.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I think the wildest one was my true love.
I mean, that's just ridiculous.
And also, how do you even know?
I don't think you can ever know. And I
Exactly.
think people lie to, first of all, themselves and then everyone else that they know. I don't think you can know. And
Exactly.
And then, you know what they will say? They will say, that's just because you haven't
Yeah,
experienced
yeah,
it
yeah, yeah,
yet.
yeah.
Boo-hoo. I don't even know if I want to spend the rest of my life with me, let alone someone else. Like, what the fuck? I'm debating cooperating with myself every day. I'm like, this bitch needs to go. I can't stand her. But am I right?
Phil told me something so similar.
But it's like, I mean, it is like that. I have very rare moments where I'm like, man, you're cool. Everything's cool. And then, but like, all the other times I'm like, bitch. Bitch, can you shut the fuck up? Me to myself in the mirror.
Yes.
So yeah, I don't know.
But we have to acknowledge.
Yeah?
Did you watch the Super Bowl halftime show?
No.
Oh my god.
I never do. It's
Yeah, but-
so fucking boring.
Fine.
I'm sorry. I'm probably gonna piss off so many people, but
Fine. Don't you like Bad Bunny?
I don't care about it.
Ugh, gee.
I don't know any of those songs. I think
Yes,
it's
you
cool.
do.
I think it's cool, the whole thing, like, sort of as a resistance to this whole situation and, like, what ICE is doing and everything. But it's, like, Super Bowl halftime show as a thing.
I don't care about the Super Bowl or the halftime show. I care about Bad Bunny and his performance.
I've seen some pictures. It looks like whatever. Like,
It
I
was
don't
so
know.
good. I really liked it. And Lady Gaga, her voice is insane.
It is. She is insane.
It is insane.
But I have to say, I'm also very confused in general about Puerto Rico.
I read something today.
What does it mean to be a territory of the U.S.? Like, I don't.
I think you
administratively-
get some sort of citizenship, like American citizenship, but you don't vote, which I find weird.
But I think it's perfect. No responsibility, no. But I mean, yeah, you still get the citizenship. So
Yeah. So you have some privileges, but also you don't have some other ones.
yeah, I don't understand how these colonizer things
But
work.
I think around there also I don't know what the islands of the
Virginia Islands.
yeah, like in the Caribbean Sea, what's up with that? Like
Yeah, I also don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. Like I also think like Greece doesn't have a connection with that. Like neither do we. With this like colonizer history of like, I don't think I quite will ever comprehend what it means to have like territories anywhere, like overseas. What does it mean to like?
Yeah, we lost them to the Ottomans.
Yeah, but I mean, we never had territories overseas.
Not overseas.
Like on, it's like, I don't know what's up with like. What's up with Puerto Rico? Like, why are they not their own thing?
I
Like,
think for
why
me
not let them be their own thing?
I think for me it's even crazier that the British just decided, also the Spanish, Portuguese, whatever, decided to just fuck off and go to like somewhere in the middle of nowhere and say, "Oh, this is ours now." Like I
Yeah.
think that's even more crazy than going to a neighboring country.
No, definitely. The whole concept of it is insane, but it's just to say that I don't think our minds can really like connect with those ideas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like saying that like, oh, this is. It's like with Greenland. It's like
Yes.
it's not Denmark, but it's a kingdom of Denmark. And what the fuck does that mean? Like, does
Yeah.
anyone know? Like, I don't know. I'm just very confused by all of those
Yes.
like situations.
Yeah.
Because I can sort of understand the concept of a nation. I can understand the concept of a state. I can get behind that. But if something is not really part of your state, but it kind of is, but not really, but then, like, what the fuck? Just
Yeah, I don't
decide
know.
or let them be or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, but then if that piece of land has resources,
Yeah, of course, then you don't want it. But does Puerto Rico have anything?
I have no idea. I really don't know.
I know nothing about Puerto Rico, I have to say. Like, I am
me neither.
not... I also don't
I
get...
guess there is some sort of not resources, maybe in gold or whatever, but maybe because of the position, or I don't know.
Yeah, could be. I mean, yeah, it's probably all some politics and strategic
Of course.
plannings and stuff, but it's just to say that I think I can never truly, like, connect with any of that. Because I can also imagine that a lot of those territories, right, had their own thing before those people came. or at least maybe, in their half independence or what, have started to like develop in a different way and separately. And then I just, don't know at what point do you get to say, you know what, now I feel like, doing my own thing. I think we figured this out, and we don't want to be part of this anymore.
Yeah, but is it that easy?
I don't know. I would assume not. But
first to say and then to do?
I would assume
I don't
not,
think the line is so clear.
Yeah. But I guess that since people are not rioting over it, then maybe they don't want it.
Also, you have to take language into consideration here.
Yeah, but is it Spanish, right? Or
for
Puerto Rico? Yeah.
Yeah. But then to be what? Part of what? The US?
No, its own country.
Yeah, but I mean,
if San Marino can do it, what do they have?
Yeah, but they speak Italian, no?
I think they have their own. Italian is also weird. They used to all speak different versions of Italian.
Yeah, but it's a dialect. It's not that far off, I guess.
I mean, when you look at it like that, everything's a dialect of something else.
Okay, but like, imagine if suddenly Greece and Serbia became one.
Yeah, but
we have no common ground.
But that's not the comparison. The comparison is imagine if Serbia and Bosnia became one.
Okay, no, that I would.
You see what I mean? Understand. Like, if you can. It was one thing, like.
Yeah, but that one thing is not, not enough years has passed so that you will develop independently.
But we are, like, they also wanted, like, all of those republics inside the big thing wanted their independence, which I guess is a natural thing.
Maybe.
Right?
Maybe, yes. I mean, you see it all the time everywhere, so I guess it is a natural thing. But I don't know if it's... Actually, I don't know if it's a natural thing as, like, a human species, or if it's a political thing.
I think it's a natural political thing. Okay. Once you figure out that you have your own stuff and you figure out that, like, you're being a little bit exploited or whatever, then it's natural to say, you know what, I can run this ship by myself.
Yeah.
But I guess it's different when your opponents are the Kingdom of Denmark and the US.
But exactly, that's the thing.
No.
Like, I don't understand why Greenland would want to be independent. They cannot sustain themselves.
I also don't know if they want to, but I'm just sort of...
But I don't think they do. First of all, they cannot sustain themselves. Second of all, Denmark does not oppress them to become anything. I think that's the point. It's all fun and games when you sit there and just get money.
But don't you think that's only because they're far away? And because it's like, what, 50,000 of them?
I think you can impose stuff to anyone you want.
But, I mean, if they were on here, they would have to behave as people do here, follow the same rules as people do here. Like, they would be put in a certain box that they don't have over there because it is so far away.
But I don't
They do a lot of shit over there that no one here does.
Like what?
I mean, they have a huge problem with, at least I was told by the Danish sources, that they have a huge problem with, like, alcoholism, sexual abuse, family abuse, like, how do you say that? Like, domestic violence and stuff.
Okay, that is...
Which is not controlled at all.
Yeah.
Which would not be possible here. Like, here that could not happen. There's no way that would be allowed. Like, you would be sanctioned right away.
But then do you think that people would be like, oh, we don't want to be part of you because we will be monitored? Like that. For those things. It's one thing to say that, oh, you are, better monitored when you do a crime. Or maybe that the punishment is larger. I don't know. That's one thing. And then it's another thing to be culturally different. For example, take alcohol. You have one country that doesn't drink, another country that does drink.
Yeah, okay, that's...
These two countries, they cannot be one.
Yeah, that's
so
that is
it really... Or religion and everything. Like, you can merge two countries...
Within a certain extent.
Yeah. And I don't think that is... But I don't think that is because of how far away...
But look at India. India is so diverse within its borders. Like, they have 1,500 different languages. How much more diverse than that can you get? They also have myriad of religions, different kinds.
Yeah, but you also have like 1 billion people.
Yeah, but isn't that also a peculiar example where like 1 billion people who I don't know what they all have in common.
But I don't
because they're also not all
But
Hindus.
I don't think that between them they all feel the same.
But they're still one country.
For us. Maybe for them it's
I mean,
different for, regions and religions and everything.
I mean,
And maybe
yeah,
we don't know.
It matters, and also there are different languages in all these regions, and different traditions and religions, and blah blah blah. All I'm saying is, I think it's a way to avoid like conflict is to, taught by the lessons of the 90s to just like if they want to be their own thing, just fucking let them be. I don't know, like just because I think
in general,
it would be.
I do agree with that, but I think the logistics are so complicated for you to do that in the end and in the long run, it's not worth it.
Why not?
For no one.
For you, it could be worth it. Like why? Like if you just let go of that little region, then maybe, of course, depending on what it has inside of it, but still, like maybe you would prosper way more than actually having an open like. Conflict with them, and sort of like who benefits from like having terrorist attacks and stuff like that. Also, no one benefits from that if they feel like they are separate enough. I don't know, like I also don't think there's something called the sovereignty of a state, and you cannot just like go on and like disassemble the Legos, but still I find it peculiar that there's different like ways of handling the same thing. Because I feel like we put a lot of emphasis on very small differences.
Yes.
Between the countries. When we are, I think, in the eyes of everyone else, just all Europeans, And there's not much variation in the eyes of others, I feel. Like, it's sort of like, yeah, you're all white trash or whatever, It's like, original Europeans, like, what real differences? Culturally, we're all pretty much the same. Like, we all,
Yeah.
With small exceptions here and there. I think that's how people from outside see us. It's sort of like big chunk of, and people sort of make a fuss between, are you Catholic or are you Protestant? Like, oh, it's not the same. Whereas in India, you have like, as I said, 1,500 languages.
Yeah.
People go outside of their village and not understand other people. That cannot happen to you in Greece. All the customs are different from place to place, but like somehow they have this, somehow they also liberated themselves, right? Because they had to do that, you have to have some common goal and common idea, which means that they were able to sort of transcend the huge amount of differences. And I find that so peculiar. Whereas here it matters. Do you speak Greek or do you speak Serbian? Do you speak Danish or do you speak Swedish? Do you speak,
I think it matters just because we were, as Europe, the rich people.
Probably.
The oppressors. And then even between the countries in Europe, they were like, oh, I am better than you.
Yeah.
And I think this holds. And this is supposedly what the European Union tried to do. Or to fix. No matter what it is now or what it's not. Like, this is the idea. And I don't know how easy it is to let go of, your own customs and whatever, and say that, oh, now I am part of that bigger thing. Whatever you want to call it. For me, I think that everyone would benefit from a common, guidebook.
George Orwell over here.
But I do understand why that can't happen.
I mean, I guess maybe you can... I guess you have a point, because also Germany had, like, also, hundreds of little states before it unified Italy, too. But I still think that, I don't know, it seems to me like those differences are not that big. That we are all essentially very, very similar.
Personally, I do agree with you. I just think that if you go, like, into details and then you try to make a plan and you try to have, like, everyone agree to that, then
no, that's different.
I think that the differences are, they kind of pop up.
Yeah. I mean, I think one very common, like, denominator for Europe is Christianity, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Except for again, our little peninsula, which had like a
Yeah, but then
mixing-
even within that, people are still fighting about being, that kind of Christian or the other kind of Christian.
Yeah, no, I agree, but
Which I also think that we shouldn't even fight with Muslim people, because essentially it is the same thing.
yeah, and I guess you're right. Also, within
Or Jewish
Islam,
people.
within Islam, you also have a lot of like differences. So
You basically believe in the same God.
I think maybe both things are true at the same time. That we are all the same, and yet we're all so different from each other.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think both are true, paradoxically.
Yes.
I think when you come down to some like very, very simple things, you can say that we are all very, very similar.
Yes.
But I think it's a natural thing to want to be free from whatever you think is oppressing you.
For me, I find it difficult to differentiate between wanting to be free and wanting to be different.
Different, like, in what way? Like, pick me girl?
No, but
Like,
I feel like some countries are like that, though.
you feel some countries are a pick me girl.
Yes.
Which country
No,
is a pick me
it's
girl?
like...
Is it Australia? No, I'm kidding. Which
I-
country is a pick me girl?
Okay, maybe not countries, like regions. Like Catalonia, I think, is a pick-me girl.
Oh, damn!
It's like, oh, I'm not like them. Bitch, you are. Like...
I see what you mean, but I'm just saying, like, I know how people react to such different statements for other places.
No, I understand that. But again, for me, it's so weird. Isn't the whole point of humanity our need to belong? It's one thing to want to be free. Why do you so desperately want to be different?
But I think it boils down to the fact that if one group of people always had an overwhelming feeling that they do not belong to the other, to the collective group of people that they happen to be forced, not quote unquote forced,
Okay.
circumstantially forced, maybe
Yes.
not like forced with like in a literal sense, but just circumstantially a part of, then I think you have a problem of, over time, that becomes a need for separation. And I think
Yeah.
just if I were just to take South Slav history, like at least how we learn it in the books, when Slavs like migrated to 3 different sides, you have like the South Slavs, which we today learn and identify as 5 different tribes at the time. So you had some kind of minimal, maybe it be, but it's still a difference, like. And if that difference sort of propagates enough through time and with different centuries and different circumstances, then, maybe that can turn into, an overwhelming feeling of the majority of that little group that they're just not the same as the other ones. They don't belong. That's one thing. Of course, I also think that it is, because you went through very similar things, of course, there's so many things that binds you together, and I think that just as easily as you can say we're so different because we don't have the same goals, you can just as easily say we are the same because we have very similar circumstances that we live in, right?
I think pride is...
and vanity and
too
like
high,
the
and
need
I don't really understand why a lot of people feel the need to say, no, we're not different. No, we're not the same. I see that in so many people from Greece.
But I see that I see that in myself, like with, I'm just saying, like, I think it's easy to let these little things sort of propagate and accumulate through time, and then it's enough that one person uses it in a wrong way, right? Like, if a certain group of people has an overwhelming, like, feeling that something is not quite right, and then there's someone who says, you know why that is?
Yeah, it's because of...
Then I think it's very easy to fall into that.
Yes,
like,
I agree.
because I think you can find just as many differences as you can similarities.
Yeah, but
if you look close
and
enough.
I can find the same ones with the person that I grew up with. People need to start having a, lower opinion on themselves.
That is true. I agree with that. And we also need
like,
to
it's fine. You don't need to be different.
Yeah, and we need to bring back shame. I think it's so missing.
Yeah.
Where is the shame?
Yes.
Sometimes I just want to scream at people, shame. Shame on
Like
you.
with a bell.
Yeah, like in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Shame on you.
No, but I think I've learned a lot of things by, interacting with, you and
Oh, I
generally
agree.
people from all kinds of backgrounds. Like,
Yeah.
this is only then will we be able to understand where
Yeah.
you stand in the world.
Yeah. I agree. I think there's nothing can replace the experience of moving abroad.
Yes.
And living, again, like with what I said, like living in a culture like here where everything is just so foreign. At least to me.
Yeah. Do you want to say give a message to the people before we end this?
Yeah, I guess we're all the same, and also at the same time,
Very
we're
different.
all different.
Thanks for coming to our TED Talk.
Yeah, if you ever feel like there are issues and you can't agree with someone, just remember that India exists.
Girl, I think
And
they should give us the Nobel Prize for Peace right now after this.
yes. This was a geopolitical analysis like no other. Which country is a pick-me girl? Does your country feel like a pick-me girl?
I think Greece would also
These
be a
are
pick-me
three
girl.
signs that you have to move
that your
out.
country is a pick-me girl. Greece is also a pick-me girl.
Yeah, you
Yes.
are a pick-me girl.
Yeah, no, I yes.
But I think it's solely because of that whole ancient thing.
Yes, and yes.
And, it's not you, and it's not anyone that I know through you, let's say it like that. But there
Are
are...
you sure about that?
Yeah, at least to what I've experienced. But there are some people where everything is like, oh, that's from Greek language. And I'm like, okay. I mean, everything in Europe is either Greek, Germanic, or Latin. Or in the weird Finland and Hungarian case.
Yeah.
The weird ones. But, I'm
Yeah.
like, it's fine, relax. We know that there's ancient Greece, and we know that your language founded all our languages. So, okay, chill, it's fine.
Yes.
I think Serbia is also a little bit of a pick-me girl.
In a very subtle way. I think you don't notice it right away, but it kind of slithers in
Yeah,
with
it's-
small comments and stuff.
Yeah, it's with very certain things.
Yes.
It's like, if you say that, if you talk about Rakia, you cannot not say that it's Serbian.
Yeah.
If you say any other, it's a wrong answer. So I think with stuff like that,
Yes.
we are. But what I just remembered, and this bugs me so much. I think a big part of not feeling like you belong is people not being able to pronounce your name.
Okay.
And, there was a person that so much cannot pronounce my name that they just call me Russia.
What the fuck?
So, I really stood there and I was like, what do I say? Like, how far off do you have to be to think I'm named like a country? Like, why would I be named Russia?
Come on, there's Paris Hilton.
I guess.
That is actually so fun. I think that's a you thing.
Thank you.
No, I'm not saying I don't
Yeah,
think
my name
that's
is
a you-
fucked up.
I mean, yeah, first of all that, but
Yeah, I think...
I know people who are here and people here cannot pronounce their names and they're fine with it.
But I don't... If those people are listening, can you, write in the comments or something, how do you not, scream inside a little bit? It's just because, it's not that complicated. I can say, Rasmus Christiansen, blah, blah, blah. Just fucking try. Just try to pronounce what I'm saying. It's not that big. I even made it simpler. It's not the tough version. It's not the full version.
Okay. The simple version I can say. The tough one, I cannot. I'm sorry, I can't.
No, that's fine, but I feel like every time that they say it wrong, they chip away at my identity a little bit. That's how I feel. I don't know. Yeah, it's probably a me thing.
I don't know.
I don't know. It trips me out.
Yeah, okay.
I'm like, who am I? Why am I here? Is my name Russia?
I really...
Like,
yeah, I really cannot give an insight into that. I have a pretty generic name. Anyone can pronounce it.
yeah. Did you know?
What?
Fun fact
No.
that I only found out today.
What?
That here it's not legal to give just any name to a kid. Is it the same in Greece?
I think there are stuff that you cannot do, yes.
But here, supposedly, there's a list.
From the names that you can give?
Yes, yeah. And if the name is not on the list, you cannot use it.
I don't know if it's the same in Greece. I don't think it is.
I don't think there's a list in Serbia.
But I know that there are restrictions. And I think it's the same in France. There are also restrictions.
I don't know about any restrictions in Serbia.
I don't think you can name your kid, XYZ 56.
I've seen some people being named Rolex with an X.
Really?
Certain people.
I don't think
I don't know. I think you should be able to name whatever you want. Like, whatever you have... Or if they want to choose their name at some point that is not on that fucking list, then I think they should be able to. Because it comes down to stuff like, is Attila spelled with 2 T's or 2 L's? Like,
Not spelling.
Imagine if Anna with 2 N's is not allowed. Like, but what the fuck is that? Like, why? If I want to have 3 N's in there,
Yeah.
I will put fucking 3 N's in there.
Yeah, we had a politician, was called Yanis with 1 N.
Wow.
You know him. Varoufakis.
Yanis Varoufakis, yes, I do know him. I do know him from his debates with the Slavoj Žižek.
Yes.
I like Yanis Varoufakis.
Yeah,
Is that a controversial statement?
No, it's not. He's a cool guy.
Yeah. I like his, like, vibe. I don't know.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
I watched, like, some of his talks with the Žižek, and then I made a mistake of watching some of the debates with Jordan Peterson and Žižek, and the vibe is totally different. Like, it's 2 different worlds, so...
Yes. Depends on how you define world. And
Right?
different.
Yes,
And
that depends on how you define Slavoj. Yeah, definitely. That is the...
yes. Do you make a promise to our audience that we will be back before 1 month passes?
Yeah, I guess we can... I think it would be maybe fun to, like, try to do something in Milan. If the times allow.
I was thinking about it. But then, could you imagine that episode of Us 4?
You know what they say, curiosity killed the cat.
Yeah, I actually was thinking about it. Maybe we can try.
I meant that stage in the movie where I need a makeover from the main
I
character.
think you should do something to your hair.
Excuse
I'm sorry.
What? I mean, that's just because it's between washings and it's not very curled up.
I meant the color.
Rude. Yeah, I will do something about the color.
What the fuck?
I'm growing it out because
I meant that color.
Yes, I'm growing it out because I want to, recover it from the bleach.
Makes sense.
It's that time of the...
But do you want to go back to the natural one?
God, no.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure I would last, 2 days? And
Yeah.
then I would...
And then you'd be like, no, I want it
It's
back.
boring.
Yeah.
I have been thinking about it, actually. I think it would be so much fun to have grey hair. Because, when we're old...
this is not far off.
Yeah, but when we're old, then it's gonna be a very nice, base for every other color. Then I can go nuts. Then my grandchild, hydrogen peroxide, can have a grandma with blue hair color.
My grandchild hydrogen peroxide. Oh my god.
That my daughter, Anna, with 4 N's, gave birth to.
Anna.
Yeah, the N is long.
That is actually fun. Do you know in Arabic, because my name has 2 N's, you actually do stress it? It's not Anna, it's Anna.
Anna.
I mean, not so much, but you know.
It would be funny if my name also means Russia in Arabic.
We can look at that would be so funny. I think it's time for us to go. Oh, Jesus. We can say bye.
I think it would be fun to learn how to say bye in, Arabic.
Wait.
مع السلامة.
Ma salamati.
مع السلامة.
Ma salamati.
I think it's just simpler to say salam alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Yeah.
But isn't that just hello?
Is this cultural appropriation that
I've
what we're doing?
I've no idea.
I think we'll be shut down in the street.
I think in the next podcast we will have some guests. I'm still waiting for their response.
Opa,
to be honest.
opa, opa! Pew, pew, pew!
They
You should add some sound effects.
I was promised a place where they actually, record podcasts with a round table and microphones and everything.
Wow, where?
But in
Where?
close
Here?
to Reparken.
We're packing here? Through whom?
Through
Okay.
one of our guests, maybe.
Wow!
But I was promised and it never happened. I know that person is listening. So make it happen. We will see you in the next one.
Yeah, we will. Kalispera?
You can say bye.
Kalimera?
Dobar dan.
Dobro večer.
Dobro večer.